I'm Chuck Smalley. I like to go out and metal detect, treasure hunt.
Chuck's been helping others do the same for years. Guide, gear supplier, and archaeologist with unmatched experience. From the metal detectors and equipment you need to the research and real-world hunts that bring history back to life. Using high-tech tools and old-school know-how. Check out Shooter Supply and Prospecting. And let's get digging for treasure and history. Find us on Facebook now.
All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this. Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we are back. We're live. Once again. Man, I kind of I kind of feel like we've already done this here very recently, actually. Last night, as a matter of fact. Let's get Chuck in here first. There he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Or there he was.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sometimes I think that you're thinking that I just intentionally wait for you to get up and then bring you in.
Timing's everything. So, hey, yeah, Jason, right. Missouri's getting it today. They're getting hammered down there.
Oh, so, boy, we got it last night.
Hey, Randy, how you doing? Dad, geez, we got a house full. Barbie's in.
Yeah, look at them coming through.
How you doing, bud? So, we got a house coming together here.
Yeah, and a lot of these names I remember seeing last night.
Yeah. Hey, Dennis is home.
Hey, all right. Hopefully he's got his goldbacks.
Yeah.
And we're glad to see that he arrived home, him and Marcia arrived home safely.
Yes, very happy about that. Welcome back. Yeah. Did you bring your rowboat?
Yeah.
Have it ready.
Pontoons may not be a necessity, but it could be recommended.
Yeah.
Like I said last night, it rained. We had a storm roll through that we were right in the thick of it for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. And in that time frame, we got 2.5 inches of rain poured on us.
Well, last night we got paged out. About 5:30, I just put the truck under the awnings, and walked back in, ran back out. We had a single vehicle rollover is what they told us. We got there, it was 2 vehicles, but fortunately no major injuries. And we're all watching. That sky's getting pretty nasty looking. And
you're going, we want to get this buttoned up as quick as possible.
You're getting out of Dodge. My assistant chief, he come by me, he says, hey, we got the cops say we can pull out. We got everything off the road. I said, let's get the hell out of here.
You're going, good. Pack it up, boys. We're gone.
We're out of here. We've been stuck in a hailstorm out there. That's not fun.
It ain't no fun.
No.
Especially for what that storm was capable of dropping.
Yeah. And it kind of hung to the west of us with the worst of it. And one lady in Iowa posted up hail hitting her house, and it was punching windows.
Oh, yeah.
Punching plate glass out. It was just beating the heck out of it. And they were 2.5, 3-inch diameter stuff.
Yeah, some places were getting apple to softball size hail. That's crazy.
The one tornado that they're really showing a lot out here in Iowa was not that far from us. And it was, but it tore up fields. It never, that one in particular, never hit buildings.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes. You're right, Phil. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that stuff. And tomorrow is supposed to be nice here in the mid-70s, no rain, and picking back up with storms on Saturday, then dropping out of the 80s into the 50s for highs. So,
yeah, we're supposed to go through a little bit of a cool down ourselves here, too. And I've been trying to get stuff done outside, dancing between the raindrops, but
Randy's crying in his beer, I think, right now, because all it did was rain today pretty hard where he's at. He couldn't get out and keep his silver streak going, it seems.
No, not with the way things have been going lately. I know last night, I think it was, right after that storm came through, I happened to walk around the one corner of the house and looked at the yard, and I'm like, good Lord, I just mowed this the other day.
Oh, mine's getting the first of the year come up. You know, you got longer, shorter. I've been letting it kind of get to where you mow, everything's fairly even.
Mm-hmm.
And the Barb's asking for the rain. I'd sure like to send it down to you, Barb. We're getting it.
Yeah, you can have it, because after that storm came through here last night, it looked like waterways. The water was up to the top of the curbs.
Yeah.
There were all sorts of things floating down the road. And naturally, you've got people that they want to come out and try to drive through it and get video of it. And we're just watching going, somebody's going to get stuck.
There you go. Dennis says he's mowing tomorrow. That's probably on my list, but there's some detecting on my list too.
At the rate we're going, I think I'm going to have to mow about every 3 days with all of this rain.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not the grandest time.
No.
I mean, seeing it come down yesterday, and for those that they're friends with Tam or whatever, I think it might have even been a public post. Check out Tam's timeline. You can see pictures of the water up to the curb in front of our house.
Oh.
It should not be that way.
Yeah, Barb's been out mowing a couple times, and would you have float by pizza box?
Yeah, I mean, the rain is just coming down. I mean, we're talking biblical proportions, and next thing you know, the streets are filling up, and then Tam looks out the window, and she's like, "Hey, there's a pizza box floating by in front of the house. It looks like it's got pizza in it, too." And it got hung up in the storm drain, which didn't help the situation any as far as the street draining.
Ted saying he broke his new Cub Cadet, or it broke.
Ooh.
He hasn't been able to cut his grass at all.
Ooh.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jill and I picked a big mess of asparagus yesterday.
Wow.
A big mess of it. So we had asparagus for supper last night.
Yeah, I think Tam's got a lot of chives in the backyard that she can probably harvest and dehydrate. Speaking of which, Ohio really kind of got a new dehydrator today.
Yeah. He dried 1 round of chives. Ooh, I like chives. I really like chives in a couple things. Dip. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sprinkle across the top of a fresh cooked steak ain't bad either, along with some fresh shrooms.
Yeah, when you throw them morels on top.
Then Kevin, he's gotten some mushrooms. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen anybody.
Oh, I know. He posted up a big old pouch of them.
Dennis got his quarter goldbacks. Yep.
Good. He said, because it looked like earlier in the chat, he said he had to wait till the neighbors got home.
There you go. Ooh, he dipped in smoked taters. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds real
Yeah.
good.
He's been keeping me up to date on all the activities there down at the Ohio Relic Hunter homestead. And I'll tell you what, I ain't never seen batching it be so rough. I don't know how he was handling it. I mean, smoked taters and burgers and just all sorts of stuff. Good looking food, man. And Randy, he was posting up. He did some baby back ribs, I believe it was.
That sounds good.
Oh, they look delicious.
Well, I've got a couple things for this week. I got some chops I'm going to do. Hopefully, the grilling timing hasn't been good with the rain.
Exactly. I mean, this would be a great time of the year that you're seeing all sorts of people post up stuff like that in the group, but the weather is not being very cooperative with us.
Oh, ooh,
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Phil saying mushrooms are $50 a pound.
That's all right. If I had a pound of morels, I don't care how much they cost. I'm keeping them.
No, Jill and I had a spot. This was a couple years back. Early, it was covered. We picked a couple garbage bag full, the paper style or grocery bag full. We dried mushrooms.
That's a lot of mushrooms.
We sat there about 2 hours before we got done picking. They're all the 2-inch nice grays. So I go back from time to time, and this almost copies that rainy season. I may head that way tomorrow for a bit.
Yeah, that is one thing. With all the rain that we are getting, it ought to make the mushroom hunting good.
She's got it figured out. I'll go out. If I find a big patch, I'll come back, pick her up. She doesn't have to go looking around for the patch.
Right. She's going, you go out and find it, and if you find some, you let me know, and I'll be here after.
Yeah, that's how that. But we were together on that one on the beginning of that outing, and I come around the corner, and I looked down, I could see some grays. Oh, nice, a few grays. I knelt down, I picked them, and I just looked, and they were everywhere. We picked and picked and picked and picked. You don't get that too often. Not like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Randy.
That sounds good, Randy.
Yeah.
Portobello mushrooms on a Traeger.
Yeah, stuffed portobello mushrooms on the Traeger.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
man.
if you're going to go all the way, and that one looks like an all the way meal.
Crab and cheddar. I hope you posted up pictures of those, Randy. Oh, that just sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And Ohio Relic Hunter tells you should build a roof over yours, Chuck.
Yeah. Well, that's been considered, but laying on this riverbank, that wind funnels down through here and it picks up. And I've watched my Traeger one day lift up and do a flip. Shaboom.
Yeah, the old one.
The old one.
Yeah, now you've got a newer one.
I got a new one.
And that one went on to continue its life with someone else that found a good home for it.
That's right. So, hey, Emery, how you doing? Emery's in the house.
And can you believe this? Randy's going to post up in the chat that he did crab and cheddar stuffed portobello mushrooms on the Traeger, but he didn't get a picture.
Oh, come on. That's almost as good as, some of your better finds we get to see. Actually, it's better because usually they pop up about the time we're sitting down to eat hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Right?
You can't go out and do it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they post up these pictures and you're sitting down to supper and going, man, what am I thinking? I'm going to kick rocks at this stuff. I should have done what they did.
Randy just said, sorry. Yeah, I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure he's heartbroken there. I mean, and hey, I guess I can't blame him. If I had done something like that, I may have been so anxious to get to eating, I wouldn't have took a picture either.
Nope. And
that sounds phenomenal.
I got a couple packages of bacon wrapped venison chops that I'm going to put on here this week too.
Ooh.
Well, they're good.
Ooh, nice.
I'll try and get if I get to do that this weekend without it being tornadic and blowing and rain and that stuff about the time you need to be cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a picture of them.
Yeah, probably ought to, because, if you don't, we're probably going to hear about it from Randy going, well, what the heck? Mm-hmm. You didn't take a picture either.
I try to throw some pictures of the ribs and steaks and that. I mean, unless the pictures have been. Yeah, there you go. On this episode of Diggers Gotta Eat, I think we ought to do a night of that, and you guys save your pictures up, and we'll just flash them across the screen.
Yeah. Maybe we could just flash them across the screen and go, check out what Ohio Relic Hunter did. Check out what Randy did.
That's right.
And then we might be seeing people dropping out of the chat because they've been drooling all over their keyboard and fried their computer. Or they just vanished because they fired up the grill.
Hey, Barb, crab goes good with anything.
Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, there are plenty of people out there that they do not like seafood. Or they're very specific.
Great idea. What do we win? Hey, I'll tell you what you could win. Really win. Just, bake them up.
One heck of a meal.
Yeah. Bake the leftovers up and send them here, and I'll tell you how good they were. That's what you win.
Right. Yeah. This has to be tested by a panel of judges. So make sure to mail the leftovers on to us. Randy will be expecting a stuffed portobello in the mail next week.
Yeah. Dennis says crab stuffed grilled cheese.
Oh, hey, there you go. Although, grilled cheese stuffed with smoked brisket is phenomenal.
There you go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Ohio Relic Hunter's getting hangry now.
Yeah. Randy, there's a place down Baton Rouge, Louisiana that I love it. It's called Frank and Kaku's. And they do up shrimp Forrest Gump style because there's more ways you can get shrimp. But and
Right?
crab meats, the blue crab there.
You can get fried shrimp. You can get shrimp. Oh,
We were in classes down there
shrimp scampi.
in the state university, and they sent us all down to classes down there on certain handlings of chemicals and things like that. And the company that sponsored it, Allied, took us out to dinner there every night. I had shrimp all week long, and the last night everybody's staring at me. I suppose you're having more shrimp. And the gal said, "Oh," she says, "we got a good steak here." I said, "Get me steak." And he said,
And shrimp.
She says it will be smothered in baby shrimp. And it was.
Oh,
It was good. So, yeah, you can't
man.
go wrong on that.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, listen to ORH over there. I have pounds of it vacuum sealed in the freezer, Barb. He gives it out as gift baskets with cheese, jerky, meat sticks, etc. I don't remember getting one. Did you?
No, I didn't get one either. I had to smoke my own. But I got pounds of it in the freezer too. And I'll tell you what, you would be amazed at how it changes the flavor profile of a recipe.
Oh, yeah.
It is good. And all I can say for folks who have not tried smoked cheese,
Yep.
go find a block somewhere. It's going to be a little pricey because at that point it's considered like gourmet.
Dennis is throwing in there Bucky's brisket sandwich ain't bad. Well, I've never been to a Bucky's, but in about a year, Dennis, they just announced Geneseo, Illinois is getting a Bucky's.
Yeah, we just had a Bucky's open, another one here in Ohio, and people came from states away for that opening. And it's like, really? Why?
I'll try that, Randy. A brick of cream cheese with
Oh, yeah.
purpose rub on it. 180 for an hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And then you take that block of cream cheese that you just ran and stuff that in with some, maybe some pepper jack cheese or something. Combine that all in with some shredded pepper jack, and stuff some jalapenos
Now,
and run them through again. Man.
There got to be a story behind this one comment. I went to one in Mississippi. Oh, my God. Never again. Barb. Was it so big you got lost, Barb, or what?
I've never been to a Bucky's.
I haven't either.
I kind of try to stay away from them because they're not truck friendly, for our over the road drivers.
Yeah. Jason says they're building one Bucky's, the largest supposedly in Kansas City, Missouri. Barb says it was just packed. That I can understand.
Yeah.
The one in Geneseo will only have 50 gas pumps. 50.
Only.
Only. Yeah, it's a smaller one.
Yeah, it's a small one. Yep, that's something else.
Goes in the house. There goes the neighborhood.
Who's in the house?
Pacifico.
Oh, yeah. Well, and speaking,
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of which, that was great for all of us to get to sit down together, you and I and Steve and Frank. Good to see Frank again, and Steve, and who knows, maybe if Frank can handle sitting still long enough, we might even be able to get him on here to talk about the Ugly Book.
Okay.
Well, The Ugly Book 2.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, he seemed to be in good spirits last night and wanting to talk. And a couple people
He did.
that's the best they've seen him for a while. So that's
It
good.
has been.
So that's good. We're glad to hear that.
Yep. And we were also glad to see everybody pop in and, leave a comment or throw a like or anything like that over on Detect America last night.
Right.
Saw a lot of names that we're used to seeing.
Yep.
It was a good time. We got some information out there. Steve did a good job. And yeah, wasn't bad. I don't know if anybody ever caught up with Chuck about that car warranty, but we'll see.
We had to go out. I've been getting a letter from T-Mobile, text messages by July 1st. One or more of the phones in your plan have to be changed to accept the takeover of T-Mobile over USL. I had USL. Well, I went and got a phone today. So if you get a random phone call from me, I'm just checking phone numbers to make sure I got the right ones and they transferred. So, but yeah, we're working on that. And that means I go in and I set stuff up on this side. Then you get back on the computer, you got to reset everything on the computer, vice versa. So that's going to be a bit of a thing. And then I am responding, which is my pager. I've got to go down and relink it through the station and get all that done. That's tomorrow's stuff. I got other notifications, but they said I could have a free phone up to a certain level. Okay, I go over there. I'm reading it. I'm looking at it. And they said, yeah, here you fill out this paperwork. I said, for what? Buying a phone? Oh, you got to, part of this is you buy a contract. I don't want a contract. I don't want to be held by you. No problem. No problem. You can just buy the phone. So I just bought the phone and hooked her back up. I didn't want a 5-year freaking contract with T-Mobile.
Yeah, right. Phil says he made Velveeta for 25 years. He don't eat much of it anymore. That sounds cheesy. That sounds cheesy.
Barb, I might have a couple of those. I'll have to look. Interesting. I know I got some Trump stickers.
Oh, I see.
Oh, so let's go, Brandon stickers. She's going to have to get a new car, she says.
You know what she needs on that new car? A Shooters and Prospectors sticker.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that might even bring the value of the vehicle up.
Good. And the other thing, though, she's buying a hybrid vehicle.
Oh, boy. I don't know if I'd do that.
Well, if you're going to charge it at home, charge it outdoors and away from the house.
And if you're going to do that, Barb, do yourself a favor and ask the dealership, when it is time to replace those batteries, how much is that going to cost me?
Yeah, that's a hybrid, gas and battery, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted me to buy an F-150 hybrid, the Lightning, they called it. And I told them, no, I don't want that. And I went into explaining how bad the lithium product is that goes into those, because there's no way to clean it up. And they don't have a use for it.
And there's no proper disposal of it after it's used.
And the hybrids charge themselves. That's good. Yep. But they still catch fire.
Mm-hmm.
Hybrid
Yeah.
on 80 about a week ago, and that was a dandy. Yep. There you go. Steve's got a promotion there for you. Your bicycle wouldn't charge you. But they are good on gas.
We'll see, ORH. Yeah, our neighbors, they snowbird in Florida.
Be careful, RH. Remember the right name of the wife.
Right? They snowbird in Florida, and he was telling me last summer that some neighbors of theirs down there, they had bought a hybrid, and they were just tickled pink with it. Great vehicle, and look at how efficient it is, and we can do this, and we can do that. And they had it for a few years, and it came time to replace the batteries. So they went down to the dealership, and they went ahead and told them, said, hey, the batteries aren't holding like they used to. I guess it's time to replace them. How much is it going to cost us to get new batteries put in it? They sold the vehicle the next week and bought a regular gas vehicle because it was going to cost them like $13,000 or $15,000.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't think about that when they buy the hybrid. They only realize that when it comes time to change the batteries.
My neighbor next door's got a hybrid. It's a Toyota. It's not a RAV4 or a 4Runner or anything like that. It's some sort of sedan.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll back out, and it's running electric, backing out and then going out, and then
yep, stone cold silent.
Yep. It just rolls out. A little bit of a whine. You hear a little whine.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not a proponent of those things at all, any of the lithium. And I've got them. I got lithium batteries on my DeWalt tools and things like that. But
Barb says she's planning on getting rid of it before the battery warranty runs out.
there you go. That's a wise.
That's the way to do it. That's probably the best thing you can do for yourself.
So,
just saying.
Yeah. Okay, ORH, I can laugh at that. Yep. They don't get it. It puts more of an imprint in a negative manner on the face of this earth versus what we do as humans to the face of the earth, just digging it out of the ground.
Right. Yeah. I mean, people say that us as a society in general, globally, are destroying the environment, but we're not doing near the damage that people are with the lithium.
No, that's bad stuff. It's not just the lithium, it's what it takes to do and turn it into what they need to have for the batteries.
Exactly.
Leftovers. Now they're trying different. The cobalt lithium that was early on is some of the worst. Now they're using a iron base.
Right. Yeah. With the advancements in technology, it has gotten better than it was, but it's still not there. There is no good disposal solution.
Nope.
I mean, point blank.
Not yet.
No.
All right, moving on from that.
Yeah, Dennis, I see, says he opened up his half gold back.
Yeah.
And I know he had some of it in the chat at the beginning of the show, but we have not covered the spot prices. So looks like right now on APMEX, gold is $4,838.80. It's went up since we started the show. Silver is $80.59, also went up since we started the show. Platinum is $2,145.60, also went up since we started the show. Palladium is $1,612.90. Once again, also went up before we started, or since we started the show. Everything is up.
Up.
That sounds great, but it's also still a direct reflection of the state of the economy.
That's right.
Because when those go up, just out of curiosity, how many people in the chat can tell what drives the precious metal prices? What drives it up? Because I know we got some sharp listeners in the chat. Somebody will come up with it. And I even gave them a little bit of a clue when I said that it was a direct reflection of the state of.
Yeah.
Well, Ohio Relic Hunter's got a good answer, but and Randy's kind of more on the right track because it is kind of the dollar value, but it's inflation because inflation drives the value of the dollar down. And that also likewise drives the value of the precious metals up.
Right.
Richard Crookmeyer in the house.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah. So it's something to keep in mind. I mean, we love to see it I'm looking at the name. We've got a new name in the chat. Welcome aboard. I'll just put it that way. Glad to see you joining in with us.
Nicole?
Yeah.
Shoreswell.
Welcome aboard, Nicole.
There you go. Anyway.
But yeah, it's inflation that does this. And sure, we love to see our metal prices go up because it means that our stack is worth more.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side of things, it costs us more to build our stack, or it costs us more to do other things. And that is because of inflation, because it weakens the dollar.
And there's a lot of things play into it.
Yeah, a lot of things do. Supply and demand does. Yeah.
And why do we stack silver? Why do people stack silver as a hedge against what? Inflation.
Right. They hedge against inflation.
Now, some of them like to do it just because they like to collect all the different stuff, but they're still in the back of their minds, if everything goes to heck in a handbasket,
silver and gold are king.
They're still going to maintain a value.
Because from the dawn of time, it has always been used to trade and barter with.
That's right.
And that will continue.
Silver, gold, and ammunition.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Silver, gold, ammunition, coffee, alcohol.
Ooh, coffee be a big one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially, I'll bet Randy DeMario would definitely like to keep some coffee around because he likes to do them coffee rubs.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that stuff looks delicious.
Why not?
if
You gotta
he,
talk food way too early. I'm hungry.
yeah, if he, yeah, I haven't ate yet tonight, but if he lived closer, I'd be dropping in for supper,
Yo, yeah.
seeing some of the things he
You're right.
posts up.
Right, man. Crude is down, dollar down, gold goes up. Um,
Hmm.
but in the days now, they're saying Jason's made a statement when the cost of oil goes down, the silver spot drives up. It used to be if your weighted average of the price per barrel of oil was almost setting the silver price and gold price, and gold was set. Now this goes back a ways.
Right.
Where oil was $25 to $35 a barrel. They rated gold at so many barrels value per ounce.
Right.
It's not tied to that anymore.
No, they, you know, the dollar was tied to silver. It was tied to gold.
Yep.
And then they tied it to oil.
Yep. And it all started being changed during the Depression with us being illegal.
Yeah, right around the late 20s, early 30s.
Yep. They wanted to control gold and its trade so it didn't become what it is today, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, clearly that worked out for them.
Mm. Oh, and then when we got to Tricky Dicky, he said, "Oh, you can buy gold now." Well, and that's when they really started rating the dollar at gross national product, and all that gets to be, and it gets more convoluted as we go along. It seems like, because now the Bitcoin lays out there, and I'm not a fan of Bitcoin.
No, like I said, and you've said it before too, we like physical, tangible assets where we can look at it, play with it, move it around, whatever. Nothing digital, nothing on paper.
Right.
No ETFs.
Right. Yeah, Barb, you're right. The old Forerunners had a love of gas. Because I had a Land Cruiser, two of them.
And you know, if and this would take, you know, some of you folks may say that, oh, I don't think so. But if you go looking
Excuse me,
and really do your searching, what else coincides with the changes of, and they may not, you know, right at the same time in the timeline coincide. There may be a little bit of a time span there. But what else coincides with, you know, coming off the silver standard, coming off the gold standard, pegging the dollar to oil, things of that nature?
right? So,
How many people know what coincides with that? Some people may be surprised, but when they go back and look, they'll see that coincidentally, a lot of it starts to kind of line up. Like I said, there may be a little bit of a gap in the time frame, but you see that it does start to kind of line up if you really start to look into it.
right. So
And I'm not seeing any answers in the chat.
now they're 5 miles in. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, 5 Mile? They're still thinking, I think. Or maybe they're just hoping there's a point to it and somebody will throw it out there. But a lot of the times, a lot of this coincides with conflict.
Mm-hmm. World unrest.
Yeah. World War II, Vietnam. That's why here recently I've been going, what in the world is going on? Because the precious metals market is doing the exact opposite of what we would think that it would right now. And that is why.
It was kind of a shock to everybody. And, you know, the coin show that I went to recently kind of reflected a little bit of shock on the price of silver dropping and that. I was talking with a few of them.
Oh, yeah.
But the gold, they said, oh, that's settled in now. That's going to bounce around between, 4,500 and 5,000 up and down, and it's going to narrow down. It'll flatline. I said, no, it won't.
I don't think so.
Not going to flat. I talked to two dealers, opposite ends of the hall, basically giving me the same story.
It sounds more like optimistic thought and speculation.
And they were pretty, of course, you coming into a coin show where I knew one dealer there. I dealt with him a little bit, and we chatted for a little while. And I went around. There's a lot of dealers. I don't know them. I was just shopping and looking and checking prices and just different things like that. And the one that's from, I think it's Spring Valley over by Dennis, he was there. And we had a nice conversation. I told him I'll have to stop in, get over that way where you're open, and I can stop in. And because I was going to pick up, he had something that he was giving me a good price on. And he doesn't take cards. He'll take check or cash. Well, I'd already bought a few things going through that I'm going to be using at Detecting the Heartland.
And you did get some good prices on those.
Yeah, I did.
I thought.
Yeah. And they deal with you, but the rest of them had a couple, well, that's the price. There you go. Okay. See ya.
Yeah. Meanwhile, where some of the other pieces you were getting, technically, for what spot was, you were getting it for below spot.
I was getting it under spot.
Yeah. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope. And there were a lot of sellers in there and buyers. And so it was a balanced show. The dealers that I had talked with were very happy because they were making trades, and getting things they wanted in stock, and it seemed to be going pretty well. So, yeah.
Dennis says, Chuck, let me know. I'll buy you lunch.
Good.
All right.
So I'd like to get over there. I'm supposed to be going over, and Frank and I are supposed to be going over and hooking up with one of your club members there, Dennis, and going out on some fields, but I don't know.
You probably ought to hurry on that, because I'll bet they're starting to plant anytime.
Yes.
Well,
they're planting
as soon as it dries out enough, they can get in there.
Well, a couple fields I saw today, they planting them for a few days. Nope, I wouldn't even walking through them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of these farms, they've got gigantic bodies of water right now.
Yes, they are. But I will, Dennis. And
yeah, I mean, why not? He's going to buy you lunch. Who's going to turn that down?
Along with trying to see if anybody was trading in or taking gold backs. Didn't see much of that going on. In fact, I saw none on anybody's table for sale.
Speaking of which, one of the local auction groups that I kind of watch, that I was liquidating a number of my silver items on. The other night, a goldback showed up.
Oh.
Coincidentally enough, it was a Florida 1/2 goldback. And I'm going,
a lot of half goldbacks showing up from Florida, doesn't there?
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder where they got that from. I bet I know.
I have a mixture of them, and the biggest that I own is 25s. And in denomination wise, and they dropped to 100 totally. With the 50s, 25s on down, and then going to the quarter, half, and $1, that helps them make change. And I have some favorites. I like the Arizona $5 down in Dodge City.
Oh yeah, some of the designs on these are just they're a work of art.
Yeah, they are neat. So, but if it comes to the point we're having to use them, you got a few tucked away and you can use them.
Right, yeah. And the funny thing with that half goldback that showed up the other night, that thing, this is how crazy some people get sometimes, especially when they see gold, they get gold fever.
Yeah.
It was already up over $6 for half goldback.
Yeah. Cool.
So that person's going to make out all right. I'm not selling mine, but that person's going to make out all right.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I may have to follow that and see what that winds up at. Just out of sheer curiosity.
Let me check this here. I think today's price on goldback was $9.67.
And that's on the one. Which would put a half at around $475, $480.
Right.
Dennis says $961.
Okay, there we go.
Yep. So about $475 on a half.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yep. So just a nice little hedge. And Barb, did you ever get signed up to get a free one?
She's got the link.
I just wondered. More and more of them are getting them. And Tim's got a couple posts out there talking about it. So I'm sure with all of us talking all the way around here and you guys getting stuff and that, we've added to the mix.
Mm-hmm. Jason says he's going to buy some more, especially if Kansas issues ones for sale.
There you go.
Right? See, I've got mine, like you said, I've got them from a little bit of everywhere. I've got some Arizona, some Idaho, some New Hampshire, and I think I've got a Florida one floating around in there somewhere.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, and they look cool. Alan Landau, he filled out the form. He got his the other day.
And last year they actually acquired some goldbacks, whether they purchased them from like Money Metals or bullion places or their local dealer. They had them for prizes in the hunt.
Right.
I found 2 tokens in the nighttime hunt, and both were for goldbacks.
Oh, I'll bet you were just sorely disappointed.
No, I thought that was pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. You're going, what? That's right down my alley. Heck yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah. And Jay says the goldbacks remind him of old national banknotes with all the different designs.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see the resemblance there.
Cool.
Definitely.
So, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, it's something else. It really is. And there's more and more coming online all the time.
Uh-huh.
So who knows what comes next? And I'm still very interested to see how the ones look that Texas releases, since theirs is not going to have like a denominational amount. It is going to be based on weight,
And
solely on weight.
I can't remember the other. There's several other gold foil notes out there. The one does a wildlife series.
Mm-hmm.
So they run about the same weights and values. So, they're out there, they're present, they're getting used.
And they're becoming more popular.
Yes, they are. And literally, even overseas, they're taking them. Italy uses them. Of course, they're buying the goldbacks and trading them over there. So I've seen a lot on that one. So yeah, they're cool. Well, buddy, hopefully y'all can get out between the monsoon bursts and do some digging. I'm planning tomorrow afternoon. I got to get some work done here and get out a little bit. I got a yard. Being this moist, these yards are good.
Right now. They're great to dig in this time of the year, but you may want to take your snorkel.
Yeah, it's going to be wet. But anyway,
it is.
For having me. It's time to go up. We talked about food. I got to go get something to eat.
Right? Yeah, I get it. Definitely.
Yep. So,
and I guess good to see you again. It's been a whole 24 hours.
24 hours. There we go. And thanks to Detect America for having us on, and we had fun. And Steve's always Steve.
Good. You just never know what is going to come up next.
He's out there and around, and he's working away at getting some ugly boxes out. So we'll see.
And the books.
Books. Yeah. So he's getting better. Whatever that was has knocked him pretty low.
It did. And he did look good last night.
No.
He's on the road to recovery.
Take care,
Dennis.
That's
a good thing.
Everybody have a great night. If you can get out and detect, do it. Randy, get out of the house so you don't feel locked in, buddy.
Well, I don't know. Even when he feels like he's locked in, he ain't straying far from that Traeger.
No, he's
and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
The Traeger is a great thing to work with. So we'll talk to you later, and maybe I can come up with something, and I'll try and get something I barbecued online for you.
Hey, there you go.
All right, buddy. Take care.
We'll see you, Chuck. So once again, big thanks to Steve for welcoming us and everyone else over to Detect America last night. If you missed the show, that live stream is available over on Detect America on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I was sitting here before the show tonight, going back over it. Just watching some things, seeing what was going on in the chat and things like that, because it's tough for me to interact with the chat, especially when I'm off spreading the link and doing stuff like that, and making impromptu appearances on another show that no one but Steve knew I was gonna be there, because Steve had messaged me going, "Hey, we're going to have Chuck on such and such day. Do you think you can make it in?" Yeah, sure. I can do that. No problem. We'll see what we can make happen for you. And that's that was how it went, and the rest was history. Oh, yeah, good point, Phil. That was Monday. Yeah. My days are all running together. This is the third show of the week that we've done. Oh, we need Sunday to kind of slow down a little bit because it's just around the corner. It seems like all we're going to get done is mowing yard or something like that. Either way, though, we got to roll on out of here, but we appreciate everyone for dropping in. If you enjoyed the show, throw us a like, follow us, hype the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that. Follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, and all the wonderful podcast distribution services, wherever you may find them. And who knows, maybe someday soon we can try to get Steve-O over here on the show again, or Frank talking about the Ugly Book, things like that. Stay dry, folks. Get out there and find it if you can. I know it's tough, but if you're smoking and grilling, post up those photos. You know how we love to see them. I sure would have loved to have seen those pictures of those mushrooms. Man, those sound delicious. Speaking of which, I haven't ate. I gotta go. I'm getting hungry talking about all this smoked food. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We're out of here.
We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.